So my whole teaching stems from, even when I started to teach, stemmed around the fact that you had to coach people through what they were going to do for real life. And so it was a natural transferring of that kind of perspective to teaching students how to be nurses.
Diane is a master teacher. She has figured out the major practical and pedagogical issues in teaching students how to be nurses. She teaches from a deep background of clinical experience and knowledge.
Tell me, what do we remember about acute renal failure? Pre-renal. What about pre-renal failure?
It's a loss of blood flow to the kidneys.
Can be caused because of a loss of blood flow to the kidneys. That's one reason, okay? What else?
Diane should give a in-service to all instructors of the program to teach them how to engage students and to speak as in a conversing manner, as though I'm speaking to you and not reading from a book and just operating like a robot.
I specifically chose Diane to be my clinical instructor. I knew in second semester I'd met her once and said, oh wow, that's the type of nurse that I hope to be one day.
Anytime we had a substitute come and teach us something like a topic, we would be like, oh my gosh, where's Diane? Because she did such a good job of like pointing out the really important areas that you know, we're stressed out about taking a test, so it was like, okay, this is what she wants us to focus on, but she's also explaining the importance behind it and everything. And when we would have another lecturer, it would be like, oh, here's the topic, here's the subject, and you'd be like, what did I learn today? Like, what was really important? Like, what am I going to remember?
Diane presents the patient's story dramatically so that the students are left with a vivid narrative of how the patient's condition changes over time.
Upon arrival to the emergency department, Mr. B vomited bright red blood and a nasogastric tube was inserted.
This patient that one of us saw that day, you know, backed up everything she had then taught us in lecture.
Oh, that's
and
wonderful.
She was just great at pulling the whole picture together.
In that conversation, that first half-hour conversation that I have with each student, that first clinical day, I get to see how they respond to our interaction, how much of a self-starter they are, and sort of the strategy that might be most effective with that student. And it's amazing what you can learn in a half hour.